Hi, I'm Cindy, and this is Destiny with Keep It Real podcast. And today we're here with Mindy from Merch Girl Designs, and she was so kind. She made our lovely shirts.
Love them. Love them.
Yeah, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh!
Thank you.
So, you want to tell you a little bit about yourself to other people that might not know about your company, or do?
Yeah, sure. So my dog's walking around in the background. Jordan, come here. Lay down.
Oh,
Stop. Normally he doesn't move, but today he's like, let's move around. So
strange
I've
voices.
started I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said he heard strange voices. Maybe he's like,
Oh
what?
no, you're in my head, in my ear.
Okay.
Come here. Come lay down. Come lay down. You're being annoying. Can I let him
Oh,
out real quick? Just can I
okay.
just all right. Come on, come on, go. Go. Did you want to go somewhere? Come on, buddy.
Sorry, you guys. Today I'm a hot mess.
Oh my
Last time
gosh.
we were painting an apartment, and we looked and saw what time it was, and was like, "Oh no!"
That's totally fine.
So this is what you
Okay.
get today.
This is what we got. I'm a hot mess every day, so it is totally okay. Um, so I started so backstory. I started out doing crystals. So I sold crystals. I had my own shop probably 4 years ago or 5 years ago. I had went through a breakup and was just kind of looking for like a new outlet, healing some wounds, etc. Right. So started making malas and just kind of like being in touch with everybody and like trying to like help people through their traumas and stuff, basically. So I'm also a Reiki practitioner. So I have like, yeah, I do all the things. Yeah.
Fun.
So I had done just exclusive like Reiki and custom malas and all of that. Well, then I added a cricket like probably 3 years ago. And I was like, I don't want to make shirts. Like, that's not what I want to do. I'm just getting it to, like make my own merch or like my own shirts and stuff like that. And that's all I was going to do with it. And I even said, I don't want to do shirts. I don't want to do shirts. But, sometimes when you start things, the universe has a different
Uh-huh.
idea of where you're going with that.
Yep.
So I was doing both. And then Billy Knox hit me up and he was like, hey, he was like, will you do merch for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I did his like first round of merch. And then I got with Saturday Night Special and I did some shirts for them. And it kind of just, that was it. I'm still doing my crystals and my business with collective energy. And then they would just kind of message me whenever they needed. Well, in last year, I had done several others, but not very big, like people just, or orders, I should say, not people, orders just here and there, nothing too out of the norm. And last November, I started going to shows with a friend. He invited me, like, hey, do you want to go to shows? So I was like, yeah, I'll go to shows. I am not a typical wrestling fan. Like, I had never been to any of the local shows or anything like that. I was just like, well, I'll make your merch. And then I don't know, like how. So I just kind of like went with it. Well, then I started going to shows with him. And the first show that I went to was in New Kensington, PA. And I, and this was a question that Spooky Lou had actually asked me, was my first impression of professional wrestling. So I went to that show and I was not prepared. Like, I was not prepared for it at all in person. Like, I watched it growing up, when we were like little kids and everything. And then I watched it like with boyfriends when early 20s. And then that's it. Haven't really kept up with it. So I don't know any of the new people or anything like that. But so I went to that show just totally amazed and just like my heart, of course, was like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, oh my God, that looks so bad. And I have been to almost every RSW show since November.
Nice.
I started out with 3 guys of doing their merch, and then it expanded to um, the unappreciated. I think I have Gannon Green, Polly Kilpis. Like I think I have like 20
Wow.
different guys that I work with, and um, I have micro wrestlers that have my merch, and I try to always go to a show for their first run of merch. So if you order merch, I try to go to at least that show to show my support for you and you know meet everybody, do a little networking and whatnot. Um, so yeah, that's kind of how it happened, and I sold my crystal business because doing craft shows in the mornings and traveling on Saturdays and then going to wrestling venues in the evening, it was a easily a 16 to 18-hour day, and I was just like, you know what, I can't do this. So that's how Dustin Alexander is actually how I got Merge Girl, because that's the only name that he would remember to call me was Merch Girl.
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, if
Yeah,
you're doing it
that's
for him and stuff, but
that's who I was. So, and that's how Merch Girl Designs kind of got its start. So,
that's awesome. I'm glad you got your start
mhm.
because we're
And
excited. We love the shirts and we're excited to
yes,
order more from you. So, I mean,
awesome.
it's awesome. I was looking at some of your other merch and we were seeing like coffee mugs and
Oh yeah,
all sorts of different things. And I was like, oh my gosh. And your spooky wear. We were like,
super cute.
we
Yeah.
gotta get some of the
So I have like my section of stuff that I create, and then I have like their stuff that they bring to me. There's a mix of I'll do a design, create a design for you, or you can create your own design and then send it to me. Billy Knox and Marcus Twist are two that usually do their own designs and then send it to me, and then I just work with it, and then we put it on whatever you can imagine, socks, mouse pads, air fresheners. I have decals, stickers, shirts, hoodies, you name it. We are doing it.
wow.
And I say we like there's somebody else here. It's me. It's me.
You're speaking help into the existence.
I am speaking. I have children, so I have hopeful, optimism that they will help out. And my daughter, she does help. She goes with me to the shows. Um, she's super shy, super, introvert, and taking her to shows with me has really brought out herself. She enjoys going. She's having a good time. She's interacting with all the guys and everything. And
Oh,
we're not your typicals, but we have such a good time, and she's really, really kind of come out of her shell just being at the shows and everything. So it's been good.
it's amazing too how that works. That's
Yes.
like Destiny. I mean, she's still quiet on
Yes.
here, but she started. I say this every podcast, just because I'm so proud of her. But she started training to
Hmm.
wrestle now.
Oh,
So
awesome.
and it's really started bringing her personality and stuff out more too. She's not trying to
Yes.
hide it anymore
Oh,
until
we
you
can't
ask her to
ever
talk to
hide who we are. We have to always just be bold,
her.
because people are going to judge you either way. And we just can't let that be. We have to be who we want to be.
Exactly. It's good words. Good words. So are you hooked now on wrestling? At least the
Yes.
independent circuit?
Yep. 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 I'm actually getting ready to. We're traveling this week. Next weekend, actually, we're going to Zanesville with Colton Quinn. I just did a merch
Okay.
run for him, and my RSW guys, they're like, "You're not gonna be there," and I'm like, Gotta go other places, guys. I love you. I'll be back, but let me go for just a second. So yeah, they're great. And I do offer several different ways that guys, or I don't even want to say exclusively guys, because I have female wrestlers too. Um, so any way that the workers can order merch. So if they don't have a lot of like upfront cash, um, we can do pre-orders. So I would make a design, print the shirt, post it, and then I put it on my website, and then we get orders that way, and then they get their cut of the money for those sales, or payment plans. Here's X amount of dollars each time until they get to their amount. Once they get to their amount, I print and press and get it ready for them. Um, I'm flexible. I'm easy to work with. I want them to get what they deserve and get their product out and get their name out and them make some money, you know. So I'm all about like, let's figure it out. Let's figure out how we can make this happen. And we do the wholesale pricing, so you get it a little bit cheaper, and then of course, jack your sales up, and it's worked out. It's worked out really well. And if you have fans that aren't nearby that can't make it to a show, order online. I press it, I ship it, everything. I handle everything. You don't
That's
have to
awesome.
worry about anything. Yeah. And then I just send you your dollars when it clears, and we're good to go.
That's awesome. I know. I see a kitty cat. I love
Oh,
cats.
that's Oliver. Yeah, that's Oliver. He doesn't like to be touched. He's antisocial. He's the baby. He's the second child, and he is typical second child syndrome.
I
For
get it.
sure.
I get it.
Yeah, yeah. So I had some questions from some of my friends, because I asked them what they wanted to know, because
Yeah.
while I've been around them, it's very short periods of time, at shows, and shows are usually so chaotic that we don't have time to really
Right.
chat a whole lot. The ADHD definitely kicks in there, because I'm over here and then I'm over here doing this, and I'm setting up merch tables, because when I'm at a show, I work your table. So while you're doing your thing, I'm working your table, making you money, helping you get whatever it is that we can get sold. So
So you really are like the whole package.
I
You
really
know?
am.
I mean, I know when I contacted you about ours, I was like, that was so easy.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be this big thing that we had to go through, and I was like, man, I want to use her
Simplicity.
forever.
Yeah, simplicity is my friend, because so not only do I do this, but I also work full time. So I work for a chiropractor. I have been at Burdett Family Chiropractic for 12 years. It's a great
Wow.
office. It's just myself and the doctor. His wife works upstairs also. So it's just the three of us in the office, and it's an absolute dream job. So I work there through the week. Tuesdays are my days off. And then I do merch girl stuff. Saturdays, I'm usually traveling. Sundays, I'm doing merch girl stuff or remodeling my house, because, why not?
You can do it, right?
I do it. Like, I remodeled my kitchen, my dining room, like everything. So I'm
Man.
busy, busy. So we're
Hey,
all
here's
about
this. They might
schedules.
come snatch you up.
Yeah.
You might be
Everybody's
like,
like, "You're
hey,
painting again?"
let
I'm
me
like,
get
"Yes,
hold
I'm painting again.
of her.
Leave me alone. I don't want to paint anymore." But you know what? I'm gonna sit here and look at this wall, and I'm gonna be like, "I'm gonna paint that again." I think I like it better this color. So Vicky, my friend Vicky, she's so sweet. She asked me what I do when I create. And if I listen to podcasts, if I listen to music, if I do anything like that, I don't. Um, I don't I don't like background noise. I know that's weird, and most people want background noise all the time. I can't focus, because most of the time I'm like focus on what I'm doing here. And there's so many other things that I'm doing at one time that it's hard to have like that extra little bit of stimulation to like distract me. So most of the time it's just like me vibing in the office and, like talking myself through the process. Like, okay, I got that done. I did this, like over here to that. All right, we got that. So, kind of boring. Kind of boring because I don't listen to I don't listen to anything when I'm creating. It's just I enjoy the peace. I like the quiet. I like the calmness that my office space brings me. So,
Yeah. Like a
yeah.
sanctuary. Just
It
yeah.
it really is. Everything that I have cultivated in this space is for ease and comfort and just peace. Because if you have a chaotic work environment, you can't be creative.
That's
I
right.
don't, for me. Now, we get some other people, they thrive in chaos. My daughter, she thrives in like that chaotic environment, and I'm like, mm-mm.
I shut down. If it gets too
Yeah,
chaotic, I'm like, I'm done. I'm
yeah,
turning myself off.
yeah.
I
So
can't.
I try to like regulate it. I try to
Mhm.
just keep it as neutral as possible. So,
Do you have any other questions that they have for you?
um,
We can go ahead and just.
so Bake wanted to know everything. That was his question. Tell me everything. And I don't feel like we have that much time to dive into everything because, that's a lot. But from how I started to where I am now, managing this with kids, I have two grown children. I have a son who's 21 and I have a daughter who is 18. So, um, thankfully, they're not little kids, and I kind of have to rearrange that or anything, but just learning how to manage all of the aspects of
Mhm.
life is um, it's not real. I mean, I don't really feel like it's difficult. I just have a good planner and a checklist, and we just go by that and make it through the day.
Yeah, that's all we can do, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yep.
really. Yep. I'm horrible myself about making, my with my planner. It's like I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember what's on it. I know what's on it. And then the day of something, I'll be looking at it, I'll be like, I didn't remember that was on it.
Set alarms. You got to put your
Yeah.
alarms on your phone. You got to like, put your little post-it notes everywhere.
Mhm.
I am a planner, so I have no issues planning stuff. My biggest issue is like grocery shopping. Like if
Uh-huh.
I'll make a list, but I won't ever bring it with me when I go grocery shopping, and then I forget like 90% of the stuff that I wanted because I'm like, oh, look, that's new. Let me look at this. And then I forget where I'm going. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I needed like six other ingredients for that dinner tonight. So, whatever, it happens.
Um, what do you, I mean, I know this is a job for you, but is it also like your hobby? Or do you have any hobbies outside of or
I don't, so, my hobbies are busy hobbies, productive hobbies. I don't do, and I'm working on that, but I don't do a lot of things that are just no point.
so you don't have a
Other
lot of
than and
downtime?
and I know saying no point, people are going to be like, but the point is to bring you joy, to bring you happiness. This is bringing me joy and happiness.
Mhm.
Remodeling my house, painting the house, that does bring me happiness. So, um, that's pretty much what I do. You know, um, I love a good lake to sit by and just kind of like relax and chill and just not be anywhere but right there. So,
That's always peaceful.
yeah.
Always peaceful. So, do you have any questions? Really?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No?
I know.
Do you have certain things like what gives you inspiration, like to help come up with some of these designs and stuff, like your own things?
So for my own things, it's just so I'm gonna talk about the crystals, and I'm probably gonna sound a
Yeah.
little crazy with it, but with making the jewelry that I made, um, I could just tell by being around you or talking to you what you needed. So I it was always easy for me to kind of like create something for you just by being around you. So that is kind of how I get my inspiration. With the guys, it's it's a little harder with them because a lot of them are, they're in character a lot
Hmm.
and differentiating who they are and who they're portraying. I I have to kind of like read them differently. So usually if they just give me like some keywords or some key ideas, I can kind of run with it and kind of go with that. Um, that is a little bit, I don't want to say harder, but different for me to create things for them. But any like I don't know. I just have a way of reading and getting to know a person for what they need in their life. And it's, yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Mhm.
I love that. When you meet an empath, you know an empath.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
Uh,
I thought when I got out of the crystal business that I was kind of like, oh, okay, I'm like kind of getting away from like being that healer energy. And then they were like,
yep.
here's some professional wrestling.
Yep.
here's here's all this.
Yep.
So I want the absolute best for all of my people that I work with, you know, and that's for business and that's for your personal life. Like I'm the one that's like, maybe we need to look at this. How can we look at this differently? Um, I want you to succeed in all areas of your life, always. It's who I am, and that's kind of like what I want them to kind of see from me. Like I'm not just merch girl, but like I am Mindy, and I like
Yeah.
if you're my people, like you're my people. And if you need to message me and be like, "Hey, I'm having a really tough time. I'm having a tough day." And I get so many of the guys that are like, "I don't want to bug you," like
Oh.
even just asking me to like watch their merch, and I'm like, "That's literally why I'm here." Like this is why I come is to help you, you know, however I can, whether it's me selling merch, if it's me giving, you loving advice without judgment, without that stigma that a lot of people have been stuck with. I don't do that. I want you to be your absolute best, and I want you to like walk away loving yourself a little bit more. I didn't mean to get
That's
all
so
sappy
great.
there.
And I'm sure they know that, I mean, I'm sure that they can feel that too. And that's
I hope
something
so.
that
I
you
hope
don't
so.
find every day, you know?
Yeah. They're always welcome to, you know, message me if they like really need it. Um, some I've not had any really inappropriate people, which has been good because
It's a real good thing. Yeah.
It's a little hard in the industry with, you know, all males, and a lot of them have like this weird ego with them, and I'm just like, that's not how we do things here.
Yeah.
It's not how, I know you're new here, but that's not how we do things.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's not what we do here. And honestly, I haven't had many act like that, and I'm thankful for that. And um, you know, having 30 guys that are ready to beat a guy down because he's been inappropriate. It's kind of nice too, you know, because all of my main guys are like, do we want us to like, and I'm like, no, no, it's fine, it's okay, like I handled it, it's okay. You're fine. I was like, what are you guys gonna do when I get like a real boyfriend? And they're like, no, absolutely not, that's not gonna happen. And
It's
I was
like
like,
you've
I
got
mean, I
30
might want it to
people.
be. Like, good luck, mister. I don't know who it is, but like, I'm gonna have to have like the little like conversation, like, you know, he's my kid. Like, now listen, my kids here, they're a little wild.
Yeah.
They'll be nice, I promise, but they're probably gonna act a fool for a minute. Just don't don't freak out.
But really, it's the best family to have,
Oh
because they're
yeah,
just like come for you,
yeah,
your defense so quickly. And
yeah,
that speaks volumes for you, that they know you care about them because, or they wouldn't show you that kind of,
yeah.
care. And so that's
Oh yeah.
awesome. That's
They get all riled up. I'm just like, easy, easy, guys. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
So, what can someone expect? Like people that don't know, if they would order something from you, like step by step, like what would their first step be if they're interested in ordering from you?
So first step, like, just message me. Message me. I have on my website, I have the chat at the bottom, so that actually comes direct to me. If I'm a little slow responding to that, I will respond to it. Like I said, I do work. I have a lot of flexibility at my job, so I can be uh, more available than most. But message me, just tell me what you're thinking. I'll let you know what I'm thinking. We'll get a design together. Once we get the design, once I'm paid, we'll make some merch. Cut, I have a process, so I get the orders, and then one day I cut or print whichever one I need to do. Then once the shirts are in, everything's ready to go from the time the shirts are in. I press usually the next day off. So I'm usually the most busy Tuesdays and Sundays is when like I'm um, doing a lot of production. Now I do some in the evenings after work, but I people all day. Sometimes I don't feel like peopling because not only am I sunshine to all of the workers that I deal with, uh, I deal with a lot of patients who are in pain, and I'm sunshine to them. And there are days where we deal with births, we deal with deaths, we deal with their family, and they're telling me their family to me. A lot of them at work because I see them so regularly. So some days I don't feel like doing anything, and I don't. But your products are usually out 2 weeks, and most of the time it's sooner than that. Like, if you have a small order and I can just pick it up locally, I can have it to you in a couple days. But for the most part, I give myself 2 weeks just as grace period.
And that's
So,
really good time too. 2 weeks isn't, because I know there's some places 6 to 8 weeks that
yeah.
you're looking at. So that's pretty quick turnaround. Yeah.
I try to keep it, a lot of my guys um like to challenge me on that time frame. They're like, "Hey, can I get a shirt by Saturday?" Dude, it's Thursday.
Oh gosh.
Like, I mean, I guess. So I've been trying to keep more of my regular colors in stock. So when they do that, I have it and I can get it to them quick. Um, I'm keeping everybody who I have listed on the website, their colors will be in stock. So as soon as they get that order, it goes out within a couple of days. Um, also, what was I going to say? Oh, with logos, I don't use or change logos. I don't change your color. I don't change, like, if you have an internet order and they message me like, "Hey, I know this is on a black shirt. Can I get it on a blue shirt?" I'm always going to ask that worker, "Are you okay with customizing?" Because that's their brand. I won't change your brand because somebody else wanted something different. So whatever colors you tell me, this is what's going on this shirt, that's what's going on this shirt, I stick with that. Um, I'm not gonna use brands for anything but your products. So,
Right.
you know, because some people like to change things up or want to change things, and I don't do that.
Yeah. And that's good to know too, for other people that might be wanting to order more, you know,
Yeah, I mean, if you
you don't
want
have
to,
to
just
worry about that.
yeah, just ask me and I'll get in touch with, the worker and say, "Hey, can we change this? This person wants this." Some people are okay with it, some people aren't. Um, so yeah, keep everybody I try to keep everything that I know I need for the ones that I have current in stock so we don't have a huge lag for
That's-
anybody.
Oh, ours was quick. I know we just had two, but it was really quick.
Yeah.
It was really quick. Thank you. I really
You're
appreciated that
welcome.
too. Um, see, there's some. Oh, your Facebook. For people that
Mhm.
don't know, what is your Facebook?
So Facebook, I have a page and a group. Either or, you can join. Like, it's just Merch Girl Designs. I'm in the process of changing my website. October 1st, it will be merchgirldesigns.com. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get that domain. Because right now, it's Collective Energy with Mindi is the website. But if you go to the pages on Facebook and send a message there, I can create an invoice and send it to you. So even if you don't want to do anything um, electronic, you don't want to order online, I'll do it for you. And I've tried to set up my website as user friendly as possible. So everything has its own little subcategories. So we have the merch shop, which is where all of the workers who I do merch for, that I have their designs online, they're all there. And then the wholesale shop, which has hats, um, koozies, keychains, shirts, and whatever else I add to there. That would be the wholesale shop. There's directions in each of the little categories of like your minimum purchase, how to get the design to me, etc. So everything is as easy as I can make it for everybody. And if there's anything that you see on my website that you're like, "Hey, Mindy, I have an idea. Like this might make things easier for, this." By all means, let me know because we're winging it here.
Well, you're doing a great job to be winging it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Is there anything else that you would like for other people to know?
Not off the top of my head. I don't think that, like I said, I'm always open for conversation. I'm always open for different ideas, different product ideas. Whatever we got, just let me know. I'm super easy to talk to and to work with, and I want this process to be as painless as possible. So, and I know all of the workers are busy and, you know, they're doing their thing and they have jobs too. So I try to keep conversation as minimal and as productive as we can be. So,
Yeah. Good deal. Right. You have anything?
come on, Destiny.
No. See, she is just.
Ask me about my cats. I got a dog. Like,
Mm.
come on, ask me a question, man. I can't have you sit here this whole time and not speak at all.
I'm trying to think of something, but I can't think. Can you do beanies? You like the
You
little.
know what? I haven't, but we can. We'll try it. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. I got socks. I'm getting ready to learn how to do some socks. So I feel like those will be popular at Christmas time, like the little, you know. I kind of feel like Billy Knox needs some socks. That kind of, you know, Billy Knox socks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him know.
Billy knocks your socks off.
Yes, yeah. See, look at this. We already got new product.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him about that. I'll be like, come on, buddy, let's do some socks. But if it wasn't for Billy, is really the one who absolutely got me, who had faith in me at first and trusted me with, you know, making his merch and doing that. And I never thought, if you would have asked me a year ago, like, where do you see yourself in a year? I would have been like, oh, I'm gonna have my own crystal shop, like, you know, never in my life would I have thought that, like, I'm doing merch and going to wrestling shows. Like, when the universe says, all right, it's time to take a new path, we take that path.
Takes a new one.
There we go.
Different direction.
Yeah, and this is way more fun. This is way more fun because I never know what these guys are gonna ask me for, you know, with the shirts and some of the things, like, you know, I'm like, I don't want to like post that, and I
Aw.
just do it, and I'm like, okay, and honestly, like, I have such a hard time like seeing them be in character on like social media because and then I'm like over here like, are you being for real mean to them right now? And they're like, yeah, I hate their whole guts, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh.
So it does take a little, you know, when you're not used to that, it does take a little use to it. So yeah, super thankful for Billy. Super thankful for Frat Daddy for getting me at the shows. I will give him a shout out for getting me to the shows. And then just every single person who I have met in real life and who have just heard about me through other people that have, you know, trusted me with their merch deals. So I'm incredibly thankful for each and every single one of them.
Amazing. We'll try to get their links on here too. When we
Yeah, I can send you like a whole, like, if you want the whole list of people who are out there for me, I can send you a list. That way you guys, you know, if you're not already following them, you can follow them as well, because, you know, we're all about supporting each other and supporting each other's businesses and livelihoods. And you know, Spooky Lou does the WrestleRoni, and he's always got incredible wrestlers on there. And you know, so I'll send you a list.
Yeah, do that.
I will.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we're all about, again, we're all about promoting independent wrestling, especially, you know, and anyone that's wanting to help with
Now
that
you guys
cause.
are in Charleston, right? Like
No,
down in that
honey.
area? Huntington. Okay. So I will be down with RSW the first part of November. I think it's like the second or third. They're doing a show with PWL.
Okay.
So I'm done merch for both companies. So I'll be at that show if you guys. I'll send you the info for that one if you guys want to come by and see what's up. Yeah, absolutely.
Get to meet in person. I'd love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But yes, we'll be spreading the word even more. We'll share it, share it, and share it, share it. You know, because the ones like FTC and HCW and CCW that we frequent more often, and
Mm-hmm.
ACW, oh, is it AW? ACW. Sorry, guys, don't hate me.
Listen,
But
there's way too many like C's, S's, and W's. I don't ever know which way I'm going with things. Because I do RSW and VCW shows more frequently than those are just the common ones that I go to. So when I'm trying to like talk about them, I'm like, wait, which letter am I? It takes me a minute.
I remember who's in it, but I can't remember.
Right? Like I know who I'm going to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll spread the word there too.
I appreciate you.
It'll be awesome. We appreciate you and we thank you. And we've had such a good time. What were you going to say?
I was just agreeing.
Oh, you were agreeing.
Yeah.
Thought she was going to ask you something.
I thought so too, man. I got excited. Maybe we'll be more talkative in person, Destiny. It's fine.
Yeah,
I won't be
probably.
sad. But like, so you're kind of like my daughter. She lets me do the talking, and she just sits there and she just smiles like, "Yep, okay. This is me."
She's my support system, right?
Love it, love it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Moral support.
Yeah.
I'll let you handle all of this. I'm gonna just sit here. That's fine. I'm glad you came along for the ride.
Yeah. If I feel stupid, she'll look at me and laugh to make me laugh, you know.
Yeah. Well, I had a fun time. Thank you for having me. And this, like I said, this was my first time, so hopefully I didn't ramble too much.
Yeah, you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. It was awesome. We enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll get to see you soon.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yes. Oh,
All
me
right.
too. So this is Cindy, Destiny, Keep It Real. And this is Mindy from Merch Girl Designs. You all follow her and give her a like and hit her up with some business.
All right.
And we will
Thank
see you
you.
all next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.